Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. It's Miss Moore here again today, and I'm back with our phonics lesson for today. Today's date is Friday, the 12th of February. I'm sure you've all had a wonderful week at home doing some more home learning. So we're going to start today by having a look at some high frequency words. Now, can you remember what high frequency words are? That's right. High frequency words are lots of different words that we come across when we are reading a book or reading different texts. So remember, Miss Moore said, and I know your teachers will say this, that it's important that we're able to read these, but also able to spell them too. So let's read them together. Have, they, looked, made, being, sister, house, and again. Let's read those 8 words together again. Have, they, looked, made, being, sister, house, and again. So you're going to practice spelling those words and reading them, and then we can move on to the main part of today's lesson in phonics. So what we're going to be looking at today is we are going to be focusing on our Year 2 common exception words. All right, so some of you will be familiar with all of these words, and some of you might only be familiar with a few of them, and that's okay. So we're going to have a look at some here to start with. Floor, pour, door, find, kind, and mind. Now, can you tell your grown-up what you notice about all of those words? See if you can tell them. That's right, they all have, well, these 3 words have, and those 3 words have, the same spelling pattern. So in this word, they all end in or, the or sound, O-O-R, because we have floor, or, and d-or. So they all end in the same spelling pattern. And for these ones, did you spot the spelling pattern? That's right, they all end in I-N-D. Find, eind. They all end in eind. Okay, so these 3 words and these 3 words both have the same spelling pattern. Now, I know that I've said to the children in my class, and I'm sure your teachers have said the same, that if you can spell floor, you should be able to spell pour. And if you can spell those 2 words, that should help you to spell door. And the same applies for these words. If you can spell find, you should be able to spell kind, which also helps you to spell mind. Okay? So down here are the words that you're going to be practicing today. Now you've got 10 Year 2 common exception words, and I'm going to read them to you. Bath, plant, behind, clothes, prove, climb, improve, could, sugar, and many. Okay, now when you're practicing these today, when you're practicing spelling them, you can either just practice spelling them in a list like Miss Moore's got on the whiteboard, or you can do them as a rainbow write. So down here I've chosen the word bath and I've done it as a rainbow write. This is where you use lots of different colours to go over the same word, or you can write it as a pyramid. So here I've chosen the word prove. So when you do it as a pyramid, you start with the first letter, then you add the second, then the third, then the fourth, then the last. Okay, so it's like a pyramid. Or if you can think of another creative way to practice your spellings, you can do that too. Then when you've done that, you can choose a few of those words to write them in a sentence. Then you can have a go at the challenge. Now the challenge today says, can you unjumble the words? So we've got some more Year 2 Common Exception words, and these are on the sheet on the website too, that you need to read carefully to see if you can unjumble the words, okay? See if you can unjumble the letters. So these are tricky, that's why it's a challenge. But if you think you can have a go at unjumbling those words, then try your best and send your work to your teachers so we can have a look at how you've got on today. Have lots of fun, and I hope we get to see lots of different creative ways that you have been spelling our Year 2 Common Exception words today. Enjoy!